Danny Holzer is here, Upper St. Clair Panther head coach, 3 decades strong and getting better every year, man. He is doing incredible work. Mount Lebanon, Friday Night Power of Bowser action. We talked to Joey David a little while ago. We'll talk some Panthers basketball with him in a moment. But, hey, Coach, what do you make of all of this exciting stuff going on in the NBA, especially the big shoe drop with Doncic going to Los Angeles? Go ahead.
Yeah, it's amazing how things can change quickly, and Doncic for Anthony Davis, two high-level players in that league. But yeah, it's still hard to believe that Dallas made that deal and sent him to the Lakers, and it's one of their rivals, and it's going to have some type of effect the rest of the NBA season as they're getting closer out to the All-Star break in the second half of the season. And then Jimmy Butler, that deal going on. So there's probably going to be some more before this trade deadline ends. It's interesting to watch.
It is. It's very interesting. I mean, basketball as a whole is just, all the WNBA action. Caitlin Clark, they retire her jersey, getting ready for her second season, tells the NBA three-point all-star shooters, hey, I don't want to be a part of it. I got things to do. Doesn't need to do it because she's getting a bag of money, which is a good thing from all the endorsements. Nike signs her to the almost $30 million deal. But when you think of Luka Doncic, because you're the guy, as is Joey David, you guys coach basketball your entire life, you've been around it. What makes this guy so good? Because I watch him and I'm thinking, how did he just do that? He's incredible. What makes Luka Doncic so good, Danny?
I think it's just that he has such a high skill level for the game for his size, and it makes it so difficult because he can score on so many different levels, and he has a high IQ. That's what's unique about him. He can shoot it. He can put the ball on the floor. He can post up, and he's just seems like he continues to get better. He's young, so there's so much to like in his game because he's so he's able to score in so many ways. But also he's a willing passer too. That's why who he is.
Well, here's the thing that I like, and, we want LeBron to kind of go a few more years because we're witnessing greatness, and we'll probably never see the likes of him again, or definitely the length of that likeness, now 40 years of age. The bottom line is, I think he's going to have a chance pick and roll, passing the ball, take some of the pressure off of himself to where he's going to let Luka be the ball handler, but he's going to extend his career. And he said he's fine with being able to give the ball up. This may actually give him a chance to play a little bit longer, and that's great for the NBA. And just the thought of these two together, a 1-2 punch, it's worth the price of admission.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, that's the thing about LeBron at this point of his career. Winning means so much to you. He'll want to go out and play high-level games and play into June, and Luka certainly gives him that opportunity to do that. That's for sure. They got a good lineup as it is. I mean, Austin Reeves is a good player at guard, and they got the Hayes guy in the pivot. I haven't seen them play that much this year, and I usually pick up the NBA in the playoffs. I'll really start to follow it. Although I was at Cleveland a couple of weeks ago to watch T.J. McConnell play, of course. So that was great to see that game. But I love the NBA when it gets to playoff time.
What a great story, T.J. McConnell. Kind of under the radar. People don't talk about him enough, but they should be because what he's done is amazing.
Oh, it truly is. I mean, and he gets better by the year with his ability to fill his role for his team. He's amazing what he can do at that level. And I was at the game against Cleveland, and Cleveland's one of the best teams in the league, and Indiana beat him that night. And TJ just played so well and did so many things that make that team good because he comes off the bench and gives them so much stability, willing passer, really, really good at getting the mid-range baskets. It's amazing. It sure is.
Listen, people say, well, why are you still doing this, Rob? Yeah, I could have retired, but I just still love it to the point I hope that I get to see that Robert Redford character, The Natural, one more time in my life where I lean over to a coach or someone who knows more about the game than me, and I'm like, there's something special about that young man or young woman. Did you know, TJ, early on that there was something special in him?
Absolutely. I mean, his dad Tim and I have been lifelong friends, and so I've seen TJ since he was born. I've known TJ since he was born, and as he got older, through high school, and then it really started to say, hey, something's going. He was at Duquesne, did real well, but when he went to Arizona and played for Sean Miller, and at that level, and as a point guard at Arizona, what he was able to do, you could sense that his basketball IQ it was just at such a high level that he was going to have the opportunity to have a chance, because he makes so many of the guys that he plays with better, because he just has that ability to make things happen. Like he is a deceivingly crafty, offensive and defensive guy. I mean, he has a lot of steals, but his offensive ability to make the right pass at the right angle at the right time is just amazing, and that's really what's made him have such a great career. I mean, this is his 10th year in the league. It's amazing.
It is amazing. Okay, let's talk some Panther basketball. You beat Hempfield 55-38 last night. You're now 18-2, coming off the WPIL championship season. Julian Dallum averages 6 assists per game, and Tyler Robbins 10.1 rebounds and 3 blocks per game. He is signed with Miami of Ohio. Getting ready for Mount Lebanon, Liam Shealy and also Sam Dybert. So your hands are going to be full. Talk about the matchup Friday night, Power of Bowser here on KDKA.
Yeah, it's a special thing. Upper St. Clair, Mount Lebanon basketball. I mean, the rivalry that we have, and I think Joe would agree with me, and we could argue this with anybody. I don't think there's a better rivalry in Western Pennsylvania than Upper St. Clair, Mount Lebanon in basketball. I mean, we've my 30th year. I think it's Joe's 25th. We've probably played each other. I don't know. It's got to be at least close to 50, if not more. And every game, you just don't know what's going to happen, except for it's going to be a really high-level enjoyable high school basketball to watch with two communities. It'll be a huge crowd, so it'll be great for Bowser in the TV game to have this type of atmosphere. But Liam Shealy, he's one of the best guards in the WPIL. He had an injury this year. He missed a bunch of games, but he's back, and he's playing really well, which I'm not surprised. I think he's averaging like 20 points a game since he's been back. Shoots the three real well, but he can score at every level as well. And Sam Dybert, he gives them a lot of versatility because he's more of an inside scorer, but he plays his role really well. They're well balanced. They're shooting the ball well now, and they're playing I think they're playing their best right now. So it should be a really, really interesting game for sure.
I know you're going to spread the ball around and give a lot of people credit, and I respect that. But how have you been able to do this at such a high level for so long? We'll end on that note. Go ahead.
Well, I really love the Upper St. Clair school district. I mean, I've been there for 30 years, and it's the kids we've had. I mean, I think back to my first year in 1995, and the team that I have now, and these Upper St. Clair kids have the same qualities. They work hard. They're coachable. They believe. They've been. They've grown up knowing that it takes hard work to win, and they've embraced that. We work hard all year round, and we do a lot of things. And there's a high expectation of what needs to be put into to make our team, and then to play as part of this team. And with the tradition is, knock on wood, I think we've only missed the playoffs maybe 3 times in 30 years. So wanting to be on a team that is going to have success or be in the hunt for a section title in the WPL playoffs is something that every high school athlete wants to do, and our program's been rock solid with that. And I would say the kids and my assistant coaches over the years have been really well. I have a great staff right now. One's a former player of mine, and so he played for us. He knows the system, and he's now sharing that with our current players. And it's pretty awesome. And of course, parents that support our program and school administration for sure. So it is. I know it's a cliche, but it does take a village. But that would be my thoughts on that.
Well, I'm going to tell you, if heaven could be this, I can't wait to get there. Hopefully not anytime soon. But if it would be like Fifth Avenue in Shenley, like 1970 in the winter, like in February, if that would be the door that I would open, I could handle that for eternity.
Absolutely.
Hey, listen, God bless. You're the best. You've been a dear friend for a long time. You've always had my back, and I appreciate that.
Oh, thank you, Rob. I appreciate all your support as well. Yeah, we've been doing this for a long time together, and certainly appreciate your friendship as well.
All right, good luck Friday, okay?
Thank you.